Hey everyone, this is Dr. Malego, and in this video, I want to talk to you about things you might keep in mind if you're thinking about making a schedule change in the beginning of the semester. So let's say you start off with your schedule and you feel maybe overwhelmed, or you discover that there's a conflict. Maybe there's an opportunity that's come up for you, maybe a job or something special that's come up, and it conflicts with something in your schedule, and you're thinking, should I make a change in my schedule? Maybe you have a week or so of classes in already and you're thinking about this. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you talk with your advisor about making schedule changes before you change anything. Don't rely on talking to other students because every student has their own special situation, and your advisor is going to be able to tell you the best things for you based on your program of study and maybe prerequisites that you might need for other classes and things like that. Your advisor is going to know if the class that you're thinking about maybe switching to something else or dropping altogether is something that you need for a future class. And if you just make the schedule change on your own, you might actually create a situation where classes are going to be conflicting with each other in the time that they're offered in the future. If the schedule change you're thinking about means that you want to just drop a class and not replace it with the same number of credits of a different class, you want to make sure that you are checking with financial aid to make sure that you're not going to drop below the number of credits you need for any type of scholarship money or any type of financial aid that you're receiving, so that you don't mess that up by dropping the class. Sometimes at the end of the first week, students just feel overwhelmed. I mean, let's face it, especially the first week in the fall semester, you're coming off of summer, which is a really different type of vibe than the school year is. So if you're used to having the opportunity to maybe sleep in, or even if you worked really hard in the summer at a summer job, going to a summer job is a lot different than going to school. And so it might just be that by the end of the first week, you're feeling tired because you're in a different routine. And maybe you don't really need a change to your schedule. You just need to take some time and regroup over the weekend. Or maybe you might actually benefit from meeting with somebody who can help you with some things like organization and effective time management. And that might help you feel a little more comfortable with your schedule. Depending on when you have the idea to change your schedule, if you do it really soon at the beginning of the semester, like most of the time, there's maybe a week in a semester at the very beginning or a day or two in the shorter terms that might happen in winter session or summer session. When you can change, you can drop a class. It doesn't matter. You're not going to get it's not even going to show a W on your transcripts. You're not going to get maybe even charged for the class. But after a certain point in time, you will have to pay maybe part or all of the tuition money for the class. And on your transcripts, it will forever have a W. To show that you withdrew from the class. And maybe that's not a big deal, but it's just something to know about and to think about. Is that cool with you, or do you want to maybe think about staying in the class potentially? At the end of the day, you need to do what's right for you. So that might mean being in college for 4.5 or 5 or even 6 years is okay with you. And maybe you don't mind if changing your schedule will create some conflicts later. I have plenty of students who feel that way, and that's great. You don't have to graduate from college in 4 years, but you want to make sure that you understand the ramifications of any schedule changes that you're heading out to make. So I hope that you all have great schedules, and I wish you all the best in your academic pursuits. Thanks for watching.